Hey there, it's me. It's Neon Wrangler. I've got another story for you. And of all the stories I've told you, this might be the hardest one to believe, but I swear to God it's true. Now, I've lived everywhere from Alaska to Georgia to Colorado to Illinois to North Carolina. I've lived all over the place with all kinds of different jobs, from medical artist to computer programmer to law enforcement to a lot of different things. So I've had quite a few experiences, and that's what this whole channel's about, is sharing a lot of these experiences and probably some other stuff too. But anyway, today's story is War of the Hornets, um, and then subtitled How Stupid Little Boys Can Be. Okay, this story took place again when I was in Alaska as a kid, and one of the things we did during the Alaskan summers, which were beautiful, was we'd walk around through parks or the woods or wherever, and we'd harass insects, just do get up to things that little boys would do. And by harassing insects, I mean we'd find hornets' nests. Usually there'd be a hornet's nest up on a tree, and there'd be like 7 or 8 of us, and we get rocks and whip them at the hornet's nest, and finally knock it down and go running. And the poor hornets lost their home, but it was up in the tree. One day, a buddy of mine comes in and he says that he has found a hornet's nest that's right off the ground, and about, and he says about that high. I was like, oh, good, let's go do something to it. So he has an idea. We're going to go capture the hornet's nest. Okay, yeah, this is one of the stupidest things anybody's ever done. We get a trash bag, we get some string, we get on our bikes, we tear ass off down into the woods where this hornet's nest is. Sure enough, there it is. It's about chest high, and it's a hornet's nest sitting on a tree branch, just like they always are, and the tree branch is pretty thin. We all have our roles. I think there was 3 of us, and his role is he ran up and he put the trash bag over the hornet's nest and started tying it off with a string. My job was to break the branch. I broke the branch. We tied it off and we ran and we got out of there. Now you're thinking, why the hell didn't we just get the stung all to hell? And why didn't we? We didn't get stung, but there were hornets coming in at us and flying by, and one of them I remember even kind of dodging a little bit because I thought he was going to hit me. So anyway, we wrap this hornet's nest up and we drag it back. Not drag it back. We tie it up and we get on our bikes and we're pulling it behind us. Not pulling it on the ground, but we're driving behind it we have it behind us on our bikes, and we get to his house. Now keep in mind, middle of the day. It's summertime. Parents are still working. We're off. We're we're out of school. We're entertaining ourselves. Go down to his basement. Put it in his freezer. We leave it down there for, I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours. Take that sucker out, cut it open, and you see all the dead hornets at this point in there. I think maybe 1 or 2 survived, and they're moving so slow, and poor things. We had killed them all, but miraculously none of us had been stung. And you're thinking right now, you're thinking, bullshit. How the hell? This is nonsense. How do you not get stung by this? Well, this always bothered me for a while. This bothered me. Why the hell didn't we just didn't get clobbered by these fucking hornets when we went up there to get this? I looked it up, and it turns out in this case, hornets won't attack unless they're coming out of the nest. A hornet that's out doing hornet stuff and coming back into the nest doesn't see us as a threat. He doesn't know there's a threat. If the nest is threatened, then the hornets will come out and attack. That kid got that bag around them so quickly, when they did come out, they couldn't get to us. He tied it off, we got it down the branch, we got there, we put it in the freezer, we froze it, we opened the thing up, we dissected the nest, looked at it, we found the queen, we killed them all. They were all dead anyway. But I never knew that hornets would behave that way. And even if I had known that, I don't think I'd still do it again. I still can't believe I was brave enough to do it. I shouldn't say brave, it was stupid. It was just the stupidest thing you could have done. um, I should have been stung to death and had anaphylactic shock. I deserved it. But I lived here. I survived to tell you this story. And so, what I want you to do is remember, don't piss these guys off. Do not do this at home. Do not do this at home. Do not do this at home. If any of you kids are watching this, do not do this at home. And on top of that, please like and subscribe to the channel. I didn't ask you to do that last time. Do the YouTube thing. I even got a donation button there if you want it, but that would be very appreciated to get some more subscribers. I'd love it. So anyway, again, don't try this at home. I will talk to you next time.